Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today we say goodbye to paradise. Apparently, everybody in paradise has said goodbye to paradise because this is Exodus. As we talk about season 2, episode 8, and what does this mean for the future? And what does the future mean for the past, which might recreate the present and a new future? Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video, comment on the video, share the video, have your theories available, put them in the chat, and let's see if we all agree that we don't not sure what we watched, but we're happy that we watched it. And maybe that's the message we're taking away from this show. All right, let's do it. Wait, I got to do it now. Wait. This is gonna be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, we got some reveals, we got some flashbacks, and we got a foundation for season 3. But where do we want to start in this episode? So ask Ink to kind of kick us off. So, sir, where would you like to begin, either character or situation?
I guess character. I mean, I guess we could talk about Sinatra, right? You know, we can pour one out for, you know. Yeah, we were always right about that, you know, that she was going to bite the bullet. I think overall it was I guess a good story arc for her. I guess she kind of like sacrificed herself, so maybe she redeemed herself in a lot of people's eyes, you know, even though, you know, she was kind of set up as the villain and whatnot. I thought it was, you know, very, you know, honorable of her to do that, you know, and things like that. I was kind of confused that, like, the first time that she had told everybody to leave and she had locked herself in the tower or whatever, what was that about? Because I guess that was before she knew that, like, it had to be her kind of thing. I don't know. But I don't know. But I was confused by that. And then, you know, she went to save, you know, her daughter and, you know, Xavier's daughter and Presley and stuff like that. I don't know. I just felt like this episode was like a safe episode for the writers. You know, I felt like they kind of just, you know, played it safe, you know, and kind of like, this is how we're going to end this season to set up the next season, but not give a lot of reveal and a lot to happen, you know, and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel, to be honest.
All right. I mean,
You know?
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. And
Yeah.
she will be back in flashbacks. There's
For sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
gone. No character's gone forever. Cal is still living his best life, and he was dead in episode 1, season 1.
Yeah.
So we gotta keep that in mind. And that's his Dan Fogelman's writing style. As we see with This Is Us. But Chris, sir, what did you think of Sinatra's final performance, if you will?
I found it kind of. I have questions about it. Mostly because of the fact that Alex basically said that you're going to die today. So then I'm thinking, like, is that why? Like, did she just say, "Oh yeah, I'll be the one here because a fortune cookie told me that"? You know what I mean? Essentially. So I mean, like, you know, truly, you know. So you know, because I'm also thinking there's also another person still in the bunker, Cal's wife, because we still didn't see her leave. I'm sorry, you were not going to convince me she out. She is still there. All right. She is still
Hey, let's take it to the next level. You know who else is in there?
Who?
Granddad.
Oh,
Dementia
ass.
impacted Granddad. No one gave a fuck. That man,
I know, right? Like, everybody else going. Hell, even Jane gone. We saw that in the shower.
No,
She
no,
gone. Even
she
she
acted
gone.
like a ninja. We
Yeah, even
told
she
you.
gone. But
You can't
but
stop
Cal's
Michael
wife.
Myers unless you shoot him in the head 3 times and then burn the body. You can't
Bruh,
stop.
yeah. The Michael Myers, it was like straight up like head raise from Michael Myers on the ground and head raise. That's play creepy music. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was the problem I have with I love what they did at the end with her and her son with Dylan, and I mean like the child version of Dylan, like her version of Dylan. I like that, but the problem I have with it is that was supposed to be meant to be a really sentimental moment, and it kind of was. The problem is, for the last season and some change, Sinatra was always kind of seen as like not a good character at all. So it didn't, I don't know. It was just kind of hard for me to kind of feel sorry for her. You know what I mean? In a sense. Unless we're not supposed to be feeling sorry for her. I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting if they go into the next bunker and then all of a sudden the bunker opens and surprise, it's another Sinatra. Like, you know what I mean? That'd be kind of crazy. I don't know. But yeah, I'm a little kind of confused about certain things that she even said. Sinatra even said about like the whole like, hey, make sure that Alex is safe and whatnot. She said that, but then I'm also thinking like, but if it's already in the bunker, I guess I was just really confused of like what exactly she was trying to convey to the other scientists.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Or maybe I heard wrong.
You talking about earlier in the episode when she called him, she's like, you got your own power. Make sure Alex continues to work. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, yeah, when everything was starting to melt down in the very beginning.
Yes.
I was a little confused by that, especially at the very end. So I'm also trying to figure out how Sinatra even had time to do L1 bunker, and then now she's doing 2. And I guess when we talk more about this, that's where I'll kind of go more critique on it.
Yeah.
Right now, just kind of I'll lay off the gas. I mean the brakes at the moment, but I'll just kind of just say, Sinatra was a good character, and yeah, we'll see her in a bunch of flashbacks, I guess. So,
all right. Kim, thoughts on Sinatra's final bow?
I still hate Sinatra, but I do think she listened to the fortune cookie and she decided, okay, well, because she believes in Alex, right? So she was like, okay, he said that it said I was going to die. So I'm going to go ahead and die. And and I think she's looking for redemption. Like she's looking for, at the end of the day, I tried to help everyone, and I'm sacrificing myself for the greater good of everyone else, right? So now she's a martyr, whatever. But I just, for me, it's just a little bit too late. When she was telling Xavier about her son Dylan, I wanted Xavier to say, I don't give a damn about your child. You know what I mean? Like, you almost killed my child, my daughter, and I almost killed you. You know what I mean? So I don't care. But he would, he was just like, okay, he wasn't rude to her. Oh, I would have cursed her out. I would have been like, well, I don't care about your daughter. Find my daughter right now, and you're gonna take me to my daughter, and I might let you live. Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So I'm thinking that I really feel like she has passed away, but we are gonna see her in flashbacks, because she's the one who put all this together. And I believe what she did is she made that second bunker with Alex during the time she made the first one. That's what I think. I think she allocated different money for different things, right? But I don't think that anyone knew, only certain people knew about Alex or that second bunker per se, right? And so that's why when the president was saying, I think his name was Gaines, right? The acting president, the one that after.
Yeah, I know. I can.
Yeah,
I know
him. That's why I believe he was asking about energy being a resource to another part of the bunker or whatever, or a different part. That's when it was questioned, like, what is going on here, right? So yeah. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it's a redemption story for her, but I still can't stand her. But I did like the part with Dylan. It did give me with little Dylan. It gave me, a little bit of teary eye. But her son, like the older guy, I don't think he cared that she said that to him, like, you are my son. I don't think he cares. I really don't. I think he still wants to get rid of Alex because he knows, well, he helped to create it. So he knows what it can do, and it's uncontrollable. That's the scary part of it. They realize it's uncontrollable, and that's why he wants to get rid of it. So anyway.
All right. So we got so we got comments. We got, other than knowing what Alex is and what it does and its location, I don't feel like we got any real answers.
True. That's true.
We're dealing with that, damn it, from, and therefore I didn't watch Lost, but kind of Lost perspective, like so it's a mystery inside of a mystery inside of a mystery, and it's just to get you to the next mystery, so you can be like, okay, we gave you a little bit. Not to repeat, I felt like Sinatra turned into Henry, that both of them, and so therefore I'm disappointed we did not get the flashback of him receiving a message from Alex saying your time is over, right? Like again, when Billy showed up, he had that look in his eyes, like, again, the same way Sinatra did, like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm believing in it. I'm believing that this is for a bigger purpose, and I'm okay with that, right? And I'm like, and they both said, like, this has to work. Like, it must have worked. But so they kind of had the same kind of perspective. But we were clear that Sinatra got a message. For some reason, Alex don't talk, which kind of irritated the shit out of me. Like, you can send messages to other decades and you can predict the future without somebody asking you a question, but you ain't got a voice. Like talk. Like, why are you doing ciphers that people have to figure out? Like, that really kind of got on my nerves. But you're not. So what? But again, to Chris's question, right?
Yeah.
Did Alex cause Sinatra's death, or did Alex just tell Sinatra she's gonna die? These are not the same things. Like, it's like, I know how this day is turning out, and you're not making it, right? But with that, she said, everybody leave. That is the reason why she's like, I can run all this, which don't make any sense, but I can run all this by myself because you need to be not here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what my number's up, right? But I think Dylan helped her see that. Seeing a Dylan, and I like that Dan put it in, the writers put in the dialogue for her to acknowledge he could just be a Dylan. Many Dylans were probably born on May 16th, right? But I want to believe that this is my son. I want to believe it. And when she talked to, it was Star Wars, because Darth Vader told Luke Skywalker, I am your parent. And similarly, Luke was like, this don't make a lot of sense, but all right, let's see where this goes. And you killed my parent, like, similar to Obi-Wan Kenobi, if I may go down this road. Dylan knows at some level Sinatra is responsible for Henry being killed, and he therefore may somehow think maybe she's also responsible for Alex, the wife being died, right? And he sees her as a monster and that kind of thing. But then when she gets out the truck and she touches his face and she's like, I'll see you again. I'll see you soon. Right. She means it, right? But is she talking to him like he represents the son? Is that it? Or is she saying what Henry said? Like, if Alex fixes all this, I'm going to see you again, time is going to change and none of this is going to happen. And you're going to be here. My Dylan's going to be here and I'm going to be with him and that kind of stuff. Like, she's betting on Alex. That's
what I think. Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, I see you, Chris. I see you, Chris. What you got?
No, I think she was talking about, I mean, even though she was talking to a different Dylan, I think she was just looking in his eyes and saying, I'll see you soon, as if she's talking to little Dylan. Like, you know what I mean? But it's a different, you know what I mean? So I think she was basically saying, I'll see you soon. Like, I'm about to join you, even though
like
he's talking to a different version. You know what I mean?
Henry. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I took it. I took it as if, like, you know, she said, I'll see you soon. I was like, oh, she's not, even though it's a grown-up Dylan, she's not really talking to the grown-up Dylan. She's basically like talking about her Dylan. You know what I mean? Like, I'll see you soon. You know what I mean? So when she said that, the way she kind of messed with his face or whatnot, I was like, oh, okay, all right. So this is the sacrificial moment. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I took it. I did, you know. I don't know.
No, I mean, so again, Henry did the same thing, right? As he's killing his wife, he's like, I'm gonna see you soon, baby. Like, I'm gonna see you again, right? So then that's still that parallel of like, I'm gonna see my loved one, and maybe that's what they mean, or maybe they're betting on Alex, and Alex is gonna somehow fix all this. I'm not sure how stopping climate change is gonna fix Huntington disease. I don't get that, or how stopping climate change is gonna save the original Dylan. That don't make any sense either. But you can take it either way, you know what I'm saying? But they both felt like they're gonna see their loved one again. I thought she was gonna say stay with your brother, because she just left her daughter. Like she's like I gotta go in here and die. I gotta make this happen. So you do something, whatever you do. Like I'm assuming you're gonna see your daddy again. I don't know, but Hadley, like stay with your. If she would have said that, that would have been more commitment to us that she actually believes that this is her Dylan, and like tell your dad something, do something. But she was like, I'm out, but I gotta touch my son one more time. And then that's why I got Spock behind me, because when she was behind that door and Xavier was trying to open it, I thought she would be like, I always have been and always she'll be. I was like, or Deadpool when he did it, because that actually touched me. I ain't gonna lie, I got a little choked up with Deadpool was like, I got this one. I was like, oh no, Deadpool. But it was a good arc. I mean, I felt like they were pulling from Star Trek at that point. But I thought her ending was well done. And if depending, I think she felt like her mission was complete because Alex did it. Alex gave her a plan, but she's not the one to execute it, and she knows that. She's like, you, Xavier, you're the one that's gonna fix all this. And so I did what I had to do. I gave Alex more time to give us more time, and you got to go do it. And I think, and you already did it, right? She's like, I'm believing that Alex. So Alex, I want to move into Alex now, because a lot of things we did not get out of Alex. Like, we don't know how or when she sent the messages about Jane, and apparently no one knows she has the capability to do that. Apparently, like that didn't even come up, that she can send messages to us now and us in the past, or maybe the future. So I thought that was kind of a huge problem that they should at least got to. Link did not acknowledge Hadley as the sister. Sinatra has had a good run, and she's now at peace. But again, we get that's not Dylan. That's not the Dylan that would even remember. He does have his sister, and I thought his sister's name was gonna come up. Apparently, he don't have a last name. Where is Carmen? I said the same thing. Where the fuck is Carmen? Like, I thought we are gonna get her backstory. Like, what is she next to Dr. Chase? Like, and who got Alex to the size that she is? That's not how she was when they stole her from Henry. She barely fit on a table. Now all of a sudden she's huge, and I'm like, who built her over the last 9 years? Is that Dr. Chase? Is that the Carmen woman? Like, we don't know. But let's go start Kim. So Kim, what do you think about the Alex reveal? It's in Denver Airport for some reason. What you got for the future of?
Yeah, I didn't understand why I was in the Denver airport, but my older son sent me a text and told me about that, because he's actually in Colorado, and he's been to the Denver airport. So, yeah, I don't know what that was about, but I think somebody said, maybe another recapper, that it's like something with Dan with that airport in Colorado and the controversy that airport being built had, and the symbolisms inside of it. I think it's like Illuminati or something like that. It has a lot, and it has the pictures and stuff inside of it are kind of demonic. Yeah. So I mean, there's if you look at the artwork, I mean, you can pull it up. It's got a lot of demonic stuff in it. But anyway, if you believe in Illuminati, I don't. But anyway, yeah, I believe that the scientist that she hired, that older gentleman, I don't remember his name. Yeah, I believe he had the capability of making and expanding Alex. And she didn't need Henry anymore. And Link, they never showed Link's exit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they never after Henry died.
After Billy let him go, like, what did he do his next moves after that?
Exactly. Did he help to expand Alex? Did he run away? Like, they didn't even touch on that at all. So all I can assume is that the older gentleman, the scientist, maybe he was the one who kind of expanded it to what it is. because it is huge. It's like
Yeah.
it's taking up the whole bunker. It looks like it's huge. So so yeah, I don't know. I just felt like they should have gave us more about Alex, even though I mean they gave us how it was started, they began, and Henry's concerns, which were valid concerns, because if you build something and then you lose control over it, that's scary. And so he was like, we have to stop this. We have to. And Sinatra was like, oh, okay, he needs a breath mint. We got to get rid of you. So yeah, because I was completely wrong with the two timelines and everything. I was so disappointed in myself. But that's what it looked like to me. I couldn't believe that they were both in the same timeline. But I still think something is wonky with that because they're getting the nosebleeds. It's kind of like it's something is bumping into something is with those two.
Well, and to the nosebleed thing was now that when all three of them were together, somehow Sinatra doesn't get a nosebleed, right?
Right. That's weird.
And then we talked about that's a future event. And so sometime in season 3, it's going once Dylan and Xavier actually sit down and talk about what Sinatra said to him to each other, they're gonna be like, he's like, she told me there's a supercomputer in Denver Airport, and he's gonna be like, Alex. Oh, that's name. And then they're gonna be like, yeah, I created Alex. I know what and that's why I'm here actually. So let's go do this. So he's gonna be the one leading Xavier to Xavier's end. So it's interesting that his creation is saying someone else has to be the one. Like it's not you. Like it's not you, father or whatever. Like it's X. Xavier. That whole X thing got on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was some silly plot convenience because I do not ever remember Xavier being referred to as X.
Billy never called him that. Billy never even called him that either.
Thank you. I was like, why are we?
I was trying to go back. I actually went to season 1. I was like, yeah, y'all just retcon this, man. I was like,
no.
And y'all just retcon this and hope it, because I was like, did I forget this? Like, nah, y'all want us to think that. That's Alex working against us again. That's Alex trying to answer the question before we even asked the question. Like, was he called X? Yes.
No.
Lies.
No.
Lies. He said, oh no, he sometimes goes by X, not Xavier X. I don't know. I don't even know if a daughter would even say something like that. Well, but he goes by X. I was like, no, the damn name is Xavier. Like even if
he goes by daddy or father.
Yeah. He goes by pops or sir.
I call him Papa. I call him Big Papa sometimes. But I call him
you know.
But yeah. So okay. So Alex, as we know it, as we see it, again, it was actually Dylan who created it. Like I thought they created it together. So I see you shake your head.
That is why I got these question marks behind me as one. Okay. Wow. There's quite a few question marks here. Yeah, really confused. This is why I didn't like that they had to go to the sci-fi portion of it. How the hell was Alex created then? Okay, and what I mean is, so Alex, obviously, the person that's not supposed to be in this time, in this area right now is Dylan, right? And Alex is the reason why Dylan is there, so Dylan could create Alex. Like, but then who create? This is some chicken and egg shit. This is ridiculous.
No, No, I'm saying you're operating from. I think again, this kind of imposes that this is not his timeline or something. Like he was born and raised and went to school and created Alex. Period. There's no mystery about that. Like
so Alex brought him to this universe. I'm so confused, dude.
There's no universe. That's what I'm saying. Like we were all going from the different timeline or no, it's Earth. And he was born just like the other Dylan was. He was raised just like the other Dylan was. He just happened to be a genius. So that's it. Like he created Alex. That's it. Like so, there's no deeper meaning to it. Like
but
he created.
So that Dylan. Okay. Then why would you say this Dylan survived? This version.
So
why would you say the words this Dylan survived?
No, she said I saw my dead son today, right? And then she's like, but then she said there's many. Maybe I'm just processing my grief. There was many Dylans. I'm sure there's many Dylans born on May 16th. She's working through the process to be like, maybe I'm making this shit up. Like she's acknowledging that maybe she just wants to believe it. Like she just wants to believe that that's somehow her Dylan. But that's not her Dylan. It's just a guy named Dylan. And
I know it's not her Dylan, but it is a Dylan that a version of Sinatra gave birth to.
No, it's not. It's just a Dylan. Period. He has his own parents.
Then why do you keep throwing all these little things like these little visions of him and Xavier walking down the hall? Then what the fuck is all this?
That's the future. Weird. That's the future. Like
it looked like it was the same day as them.
I know. I'm not arguing. I'm saying, but like it hasn't happened yet. Like now they're on the path. Now that
bro, see, this is why I didn't want none of this. This is ridiculous.
I hear you. I'm but like
in the words of Jackie Chan, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. I don't
we gotta set aside that it's only one Earth and one timeline, and Alex gave it to Sinatra. Sinatra gave it to Xavier because and Dylan has to be there. Alex knows that this Dylan was going to show up. Her creator was going to show up at this moment in time, and they're going to work together to work with Alex to do something. I don't know what that something is.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. So the problem still stands then because Alex sent the message basically to essentially stop Jane to somehow have Dylan killed, right? To prevent Dylan, you know what I mean? Essentially, right? So the whole thing we were just talking about last week with Billy having the nosebleed.
Yes.
To let him live.
Yes.
Are you saying that that's not from Alex?
So in this version, we're saying Henry's concern was that somehow Alex is trying to manipulate time, right? Like that. So they're giving you the plot clues for why certain things are happening. She said there could be coincidences. Dylan is an example of quit. So that's why Henry asked the question: are you here because you're supposed to be, or is just a coincidence? He too was questioning it. But to your question about the nosebleeds, Henry knew about the nosebleed. He knew, like he said, you're gonna need this. But Dylan, who created Damn Alex, is completely baffled about the nosebleeds. He's like, what is this and why is this happening? It doesn't make sense that he doesn't understand that his technology can generate nosebleeds for whatever reason. That's what doesn't make sense.
I mean, ironically enough, it's everything else that just doesn't make sense. Then I'm even more confused. Then I'm even more confused.
No,
because
the
whole thing is like I mean, how? Okay, because then Alex somehow was able to send messages in the past and whatnot, and I'm just thinking like, no, that's not. I mean, look, I'm not the smartest mind when it comes to technology and whatnot, but that's not how technology works. Now, as far as it predicting the like stuff like Westworld or whatever, predicting what could be the next move, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like saying, oh, you're this and this, so therefore you're probably going to be this, like what we saw with, you know, again, Westworld. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I don't know. I wish you didn't tell me that, David, because now I even have even more questions. That's even worse. Even worse. Oh my God.
But the vision is the future.
What does this mean?
The vision is the future. That they were all. Alex predicted that. I feel like Alex being created, it started working the problem of like the whole climate change. It knew it would be asked to do this program, right? Somehow, for whatever reason, we didn't see it. That's what I'm saying. We don't know why Henry was so comfortable being killed. That's my only problem. We should have saw that Alex sent him that message, just like Sinatra got the message. Like that would make sense, but we didn't get that. But let that slide. Up now, they're connected. Like it's telling for some reason, it's reaching out to Xavier and reaching out to Dylan to say, you two are going to come to me in the future. They're the only ones who get visions for whatever reason. I can't tell you why. I don't know why, but it knows that these two men are coming to her in the future and they're going to do something. And Dylan is leading Xavier because he's in front. And at some point he turns around and says, we got to act fast. If he, for some reason, they're doing, but like they're going, that's the future. It's probably going to be like season 3, episode 7. And it's going to be like, and that's when Xavier is going to figure out the coordinates. Once he shows those coordinates to Dylan, he's gonna figure it out. It's probably going to take a couple episodes, but he'll be like, oh, Because that's my machine. I know how it works for some reason. And it's gonna be like, these are all the steps we need to do every episode to get where we need to be. It's gonna be, we gotta go this location to do this, we gotta go this location to do that. And Alice is telling us all this. And that's why Dylan is important. But Xavier's gonna have to be the last.
Do you think they're writing this on the fly? Because season 1, they were like, no, I'm sorry. No, I mean, I'm serious. Like,
none of this was in season 1.
If you watch season 1, it was just straight up like, oh, like, other countries could be bombing us, and then like climate change and all this other stuff. There was nothing about this whole artificial intelligence. It was literally, I don't know. It was literally like posed itself to make it seem like, okay, well, the outside world is now dangerous because of all this stuff. And I'm just like, now they kind of like, again, there was no thing about X, you know what I mean? There was no nosebleeds. There was none of that. It was like as if, like, after the season wrapped up, they're like, hey, we got rewrites. You know what I mean?
I got an idea. And then even as they were writing season 2, it was like, hey, we're doing season 3, right? Hey, there's a second bunker. A second one? Yeah, even though I want you to forget that in season 1, they clearly only showed the workers only working on one bunker in the mountains, but didn't show what happened at DIA. You know what I mean? International Airport. You know what I mean? Didn't show what happened at that DIA, like just over there. Like, I'm like, okay. To your point, the Bunker Prime should have been at the airport because they were flying in to get to the fucking bunker. So why don't you put it at the airport where you can land on the airfield? Like, but we gotta let this shit slide, Chris. We gotta let it slide.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
It's hard. It's hard because logic. They put logic out the window. So Alex is in Denver. Yes, Alex is at the airport. Why did they not take over Fort Carson? Which is in Colorado, like a military base, and they could have, protected Alex and or the actual bunker. So I don't even get that. So basically, one bunker was heaven, and the other one is at the airport is hell. With the blue horse.
Like Lost. I see what you're saying. Are you making a Lost reference? Like Lost. Okay.
I didn't get that. Yeah. I didn't get that. Anyway, I'm sorry. So Kip, where else would you like to go? I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Kim. I forgot that you were supposed to go next, and I just kind
of character scene. What else is on your mind?
Oh gosh. We know why Xavier runs all the time, because he had to run through them doors. Like, you saw him running. He was like, I was like, you go. So that was a plus. I enjoyed that. But it was seconds, but he got through. And at first I was nervous. I thought he wasn't gonna go through. And they didn't show him go through. They just showed him walk up on his family, which I thought was cool. Yeah, I thought that was cool. And I don't know.
Well, let's do the running thing. Let's marinate on that, because that was all the running he did in this episode. Like, and he does, like, that's his shit, because he loves to run. Like, he ran in This Is Us, like that. That's what I said. He's like Tom Cruise. Like it's like almost in his contract now that he has to run. And I feel like if he was probably in his 30s and not almost 50, like, I would love to see him be the next like Mission Impossible. If Tom Cruise was willing to let it go, which he's not, like, he's gonna have to die. But like, if he was willing to let it go, I would be like Sterling K. Brown. I was like, that man can put it on foot. Like, I would love to see those two guys in the movie just running for no damn reason. And I would love it. No one called him Xavier. Yeah, that was some bullshit. I'm sorry, that was some bullshit. Link can't. He has parents. We're not going to get to his parents. We're not going to get to his last name for some reason. Like, that will clear up a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? His name is like Jackson or like something like this. I don't know why did I do that, and I'm so confused. So are we. But anyway, if we're talking about,
I think she was thinking
question.
Like,
what's up?
So all these people that are in paradise,
yes,
and now they're all out of they don't have a safe haven anymore. They're just out in the wilderness, right?
Yes.
So was there any kind of plans put in place for this? Because it seems like these people are sleeping with tents and they're outside, like literally no shelter, nothing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you have like SUVs? I mean, not SUVs, RVs or something on hand, Do you know what I'm saying? Like some type of shelter just in case, or build houses or something just in case things don't work out with this bunker.
Kim, they're
There's
rich.
no, there's,
They're
yeah,
rich.
I mean,
they
why
don't be
can't they?
thinking like
I mean, it's just crazy to me that now we got women and children, and not to say that they come before you guys, but I'm just saying most of the time they do. But who are gonna now have to sleep outside? And you know, it's freezing outside in Colorado. Like at night, it's cold. So I'm like, you got Annie's baby out here, little Annie, you know, freezing. She's gonna be very, very cold. So I just thought that Sinatra didn't plan everything well, in my opinion. I thought that should have been something. Even though, I mean, I understand what was going on outside. I do get that. I'm not saying I don't get that, but I'm just saying once they figured out that outside was okay, and we figured that out early on because she sent Billy to kill people who were trying to thrive out there, right? That's when they should have said, you know what, we do need a backup plan other than Alex, for just in case these things happen. And I think that's why Cal's speech last episode was important, because he was like, it's gonna fail. Like it's definitely gonna fail. And it's gonna be human error that's gonna make it fail. Right. So so I don't know. I just felt like they should have had a better plan for her.
I get you. So that's the ink. What's your thought on Exodus and the fact they actually did have a plan, but apparently they didn't think about the second order effects, to Kim's point.
Yeah.
Once everybody exits, what's happening? What happens
Well,
after that?
I guess it's good that they had a plan for that, but you know, again, like you said, you know, where is everybody gonna go now? Like, there's no protocol after that. It seems like, I mean, everybody knew to pack their bags and get their family, and I mean, it was probably the most organized exit I've ever seen because I didn't see anybody get trampled, really, you know. So, but everybody just knew exactly where to head to and go, and it was very organized. But again, now they're sleeping outside in tents and got campfires, you know, and things like that. What's the next? Where to go? I guess they're all trying to. Maybe the goal is to go to Denver. Maybe there is enough room there in that bunker. I mean, I would thought that bunker was just for Alex, but maybe that's like the mission. Maybe that's where you go when that bunker is no longer. You just go to the bunker in Denver. But again, I don't know how that's going to work out. But yeah, it's good that they had an exit plan, but I don't seem like it was very thought out about, okay, what happens when we get out of the mountain, you know? So
I see. Any thoughts on the development of the exit plan before we
Exodus?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you touched up on this a few weeks back, talking about how Sinatra essentially just didn't think anyone would ever really go out on the surface. So that's why I just find it curious that there was an exodus, like an exit plan for some, you know what I mean? If you don't ever plan, you know what I mean? I was just like, wait a minute. So, and that's the reason why. I mean, I know some people probably think I was joking when I said like, did they kind of just like make some stories up? Yeah, because like the first season, it was as if like, yo, we living here. This is it. Our kids, our grandkids, like this is it. You know what I mean? This is us, and this is it. Even I never
I like anyway, that. Like that.
You know, but like, yeah. So I that's why I just find it curious. I mean, I to what you said, we just got to let it slide. So I was like, all right, I'll let that craziness slide. You know what I mean? It was nice for them having arrows for everyone, you know, in case they don't know where to go. Yeah, I was like, that way, go that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do. I know we saw Jeremy and Robinson get out, right? I wonder about the other prisoners that left, though. I wonder, like, did they all get out? And are they all wearing jumpsuits? Be like, he's wearing a jumpsuit. Get him? Like, what are we doing with them? Like, are they getting revenge now that they're out? They were like, you put me in prison for some bullshit. Like I'm wondering that, you know. So, you know, That's how I really kind of have about the Exodus plan.
So, y'all, and we all, they made this crap up. There's no, stop it. Like, episode, this was the final solution. The bunker was the final solution. And Cal said that last episode. My kids and my kids' kid. Even the president didn't know that there's a whole other bunker. But that doesn't make sense because the architect built the whole damn thing. She said, build me my city, but you stay here because I'm going to get another architect to build that thing over there. That doesn't even make sense. And there's a train connecting the two. Like, who built that shit? Like, this, what are we doing? Bro, it should be, they have a plan. Like, that means you thought about this. That means there's bunker 3. Everybody goes to bunker 3. Not
This is gonna be like
bunker 2.
Fallout. This is gonna be Fallout. There's gonna be a bunch of bunkers.
Like you go to bunker 3 because bunker 2 belongs to Alex and Carmen, I guess, and Dr. Chase, who we just met in a flashback and some shit. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I was like, y'all just making up stuff. Another bunker 100 miles. Like 100 miles away. Like, what? And somehow there's enough power to power that bad boy. Like, it's like, so you have 4 to 6 generators, reactors. Like,
well, she said treat it like it's on its own island, right?
But
and I was like, but they were already stressing about the power she was using. Yeah, so I'm like, really? Now there's no power at the other one because that's blown up. So what's feeding the other one now?
It doesn't make sense. The reactors became a nuclear bomb, apparently.
Exactly.
That had to implode. So I'm like, what other reactor do you got that's stable? I'm like, bro, what? Dan, you should have wrote this stuff on a board and been like, okay, guys, we gotta get from point A to point B. I think they got another season. Was like, we got to do something. I was like, let's throw in a second bunker. Let's throw some Alex stuff. Let's just do that and see what happens. And then they wrote 2 more seasons. They had a great limit series. And then wrote 2 more seasons.
Yeah, they should have left it at season 1.
Yeah,
just like in a limited series.
They could have done season 2, but like as we said before, with them like exploring more on the surface world, there's a lot they could have did with the surface world. Like they could have done a lot, like even a little bit. I'm fine with what they did with Amy's character, but even we had like maybe like another episode or 2 with her, or just other, maybe explored more of what Xavier had to do, like who he kind of go against or whatever in order to find his wife or whatnot. There's a lot you can do, you know what I mean, without them kind of doing this second bunker stuff. So and it was, and the writing was so great that even Annie, who we just were introduced in one episode, like we all kind of all admitted, like, yo, like tears was kind of flowing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the second episode, so it was great writing is what did it, you know what I mean, with these characters. So I don't know if it was him that was the problem or if it was the big corporates that was like, yo, we got the money. We got Disney. Like, let's do it. Make it happen, Captain. Like, I you know what I mean? So Nah Kim, I think they could have done a second season, even a third season, but just not have all kind of this foolishness, I feel. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they could have had a second season, but I mean, just make it make sense. This one just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like, they could have kept the storylines that were going in the first season. Like, you just keep those going. Jane is a psycho. I mean, go into her background, of course, right? But, just go on what you already have established. Like, keep those going, right? And then if you get a third season, like, just end it well, right? Just, you didn't have to add all this timeline and, Alex and, it was just, it's too much. It's too much.
And there's no way Ice Cube said they write on the fly in the new Wakanda Anaconda, which I am gonna watch though. I do want to see that.
God. Why?
That was
it's a comedy.
Link was telling
Xavier to come I saw War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. I mean, I saw that craziness. So
yes.
Did you watch it? Oh wow.
I did. I watched it twice. It was that funny. Not in a good way, but it's so good. It's so bad it's good type deal. It's on that level. There's a reason why I won several Razzies. Like Yeah, watch it. It's hilarious. It is hilarious.
Wow.
All for the wrong reasons. Please watch it.
I
Please.
watched it once. I can't do it again.
You can't watch it again.
I watched it one time and I couldn't do it again. It was
All right,
bad.
so we gotta. So I disagree. That's not this episode because there was never a time that Dylan was leading Xavier, and that's what. And they make a point of showing you the room. Like it's clearly the room where Alex is at. So that hasn't happened yet. So at some point they're gonna walk down the same hallway where Sinatra was. Like it's gonna
They're
be
wearing
that.
the same clothes though, and the same facial hair. Like
They don't got a lot of clothes options, Chris. I mean, so you that's not the sign, okay? But I'm saying he still has that chain. I mean, to your point, I was looking at the chain, I was looking at the hairdo and that kind of stuff. But they need to get to Denver, like they need to get to the Denver airport, and that's still the future. It hasn't come to pass yet. According to the official podcast, Dan had this idea from the beginning. Then he didn't sketch it out very well. I disagree. Like he did.
yeah, I was gonna say. I think he just said that.
I think they generally. He was like time travel. I think they had some stuff on the wall, and they were like, "Hey, let's kind of. Oh, again, we got one more season. Oh, we got another season." Because that's when Hulu gives you 3-season deal, and you're like, "Okay, now let's sketch it out, right?" Like because we know we're gonna get another season, and we got arcs that we have to get through. Sterling K. Brown was running like Forrest Gump. I can see that.
He
too.
really was. He was like,
when I
was
be
like,
running.
I mean,
like,
he has a bum leg. Where did that come? Like the
Yo!
I was waiting for his bum leg to happen again.
Chris,
Like, what
when
happened
he
to that?
When he
You know.
jumped off the falling elevator, I swore he was gonna break his knee, and that's when he and Dylan had to merge because Dylan had to be like, "Let me help you up," and they were gonna. That's what I thought was gonna happen, and then he had to help him like limp him through paradise, and like that didn't happen. So a captain going down with his ship or Frankenstein going down with this monster. I think that was Anders when he's at the controls and he's like everything ends and then like it explodes, right? And it's like he said, "This is I created all this. This is me." And like he was like, Cal was right, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that was a decent ending for his arc, you know what I'm saying? For that character, I thought that was pretty good. They ruined this season. What exactly caused the meltdown? So that was the conflicting commands.
Yep.
So back up. If the architect for Paradise should know that there's an Exodus program, why are you breaking shit when apparently you just hit a button and the doors open and everybody gets out? Like, why are we doing this? He's like, I have to cause problems in my paradise to make the doors open. And at the same time, leadership was like, we're closing the doors, and those two things conflicting with each other caused the meltdown with the reactors. And then the second time, I was like, why did it change from stop Alex to stop Paradise? And that's because Geiger was like, we have to stop the meltdown, because if that explodes, then we got bigger problems. And don't worry about Alex. Because I was like, what happened to Alex? I thought Alex was at all cost mission. And he's like, oh, my baby. Let me hold my baby. I'm like, find Alex and restart the world. But he's playing daddy. Let me say he's playing daddy. So they also mentioned that the weather stabilizes for a few years and it's supposed to get too hot to live. But in the early episodes, so not sure what their plan is. So again, that's at season 2. That's not mentioned in season 1. And in season 2, apparently Sinatra is the only one that knows that. And she just died. So like, does anyone else know that they got a short-lived life on Earth? Like, and we need to get like, there's no urgency because no one knows but her and maybe Dr. Chase, I guess. Like, we need to establish this shit. Like, y'all, like we're not done with this. We're not done with this. So it makes no sense that nobody else knows. Then we got where is Jane? She's skipping around. Somehow she just bled out. She laid there and somehow didn't bleed to death, waiting for Gabriella to get up and take charge of all of Paradise because now she's a boss now. I'm trying to figure out.
Gabriella was, I love the acting. That actress was, to me, she just was like, she was in the moment, but not in the moment. Kind of like, she seemed spaced out to me. Like, she was like, yeah, Exodus, sure. Like, I felt like she hit a blunt or something. Like, she was like, Yeah, okay, we can do that. Yeah, oh, okay, Exodus, yeah, we can do that. Wait, hold on. Don't do Exodus yet. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, now we can do it. I was like, what is going on? And then when the guy was like, excuse me, are you okay? She got blood all over her.
Yeah.
She's not even thinking, I have blood all over me. People see it. Like, why am I standing here, exposing myself? She could care less. She was like, I'm taking this over. And if Sinatra gets upset, she'll get mad at me. It's fine. I do like that she did that because somebody needed to do it, right? It definitely needed to be said. But she did seem like she was high. Like she was just kind of like, yeah, I just killed Jane. And the way she said it was so matter of fact. Yeah, I killed her because she was gonna kill me. So yeah, she's dead. And I was like, sweetheart. And then the way Sinatra received the information was like, oh, okay, no problem. Well, you're so good at helping people. Can you go and help people, please? Not, are you crazy, B? Like, why would you do that? None of that. It was just like, okay, no problem. I was like, everybody was hiding in this scene because it just didn't make any sense that Sinatra was that cool about Jane dying. And Gabriella saying Exodus, right? Like, yeah. Did anybody else feel like that? Like, what is going on here?
Link?
Yeah, I definitely thought so. I saw her like she was like spaced off into the distance, and I was like, something's not right about her. But she was either on some shrooms or she hit a blunt, like you said, something. But I guess she was thinking like, the person that I was scared of that was gonna kill me, I already got them, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't care if Sinatra get mad at me. I'm, she felt like she was untouchable or whatever, So, but but Sinatra's reaction was funny. I was cracking up, and she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I got it from here. You can go."
Yeah, I was like, okay, all right, Sinatra. All right.
Well, Chris, what do you think of Gabriella's transformation into the new Sinatra?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting. I do find it kind of funny that in the first season, it was her warning Xavier to watch out for Billy, and then she kind of had it all wrong, and then now it's like, but then now it's her being the giant killer of Jane. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, I saw she was a little kind of out of it. I took that as like, yo, I just killed somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Yes, they were going to kill me, but at the end of the day, I just killed someone. I'm not, I'm a freaking psychiatrist. I'm not about that life. You know what I mean? So, and then now all of a sudden there is a nuclear meltdown happening right now. Yeah, I would probably be out of my freaking head too, possibly. You know what I mean? And trying to keep it together.
I just like the way the actress played it, Chris. Like she really did a good job. Yeah.
Oh no, she did. Oh no, she did. No, okay. So y'all, okay. I didn't know if y'all were being serious. Like, yo, was she high or something? Like,
No, it was just like, I mean, I get why she was acting that way, but it was just like the way it was acted, and so not even Sinatra's part, you had to laugh because it was like, if I came here and was like, I just killed David because he
blood on me,
he was gonna kill me, so I just went ahead and you'd be like, Kim, what? What? No, Sinatra was like, hey, just go help people, sweetheart. You're good.
So I think we did that Terry Gabrielle. Yep. Because it's an interesting, again, it's all writing. They're not real people. But I felt like Terry, the wife, was like, I smell a woman.
I smell my husband on you.
She was like, excuse me, because she was hanging out with her new son and introducing him to his new brother, which really should have been conversation because I want to see how this goes. But she was like, excuse me, boys. Hello, and how are you? And you're talking to my husband? I'd be like, look here, girl. Like, this is my Gary, except she didn't try to kill me or you. So you.
And he left them there to talk. I'm sorry.
No, you just walked away.
I thought that was crazy. No. That would never happen. That wouldn't happen with me. I would never let them know. I would not leave their sight.
No.
No. I don't care. I don't care that you see Link and the baby. you can talk to them later. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right now, your wife is talking to the girl that slept with you, and that girl has still got sex in her eyes the way she's looking at you. Like
blood on her shirt.
No, she literally
And blood.
you heard how she take it like her reaction was like, oh, this is my wife Terry. You saw her first, like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like it was a reunion special. Like I was like, bruh, no, that y'all would not be leaving my sight. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay right here.
And
Right.
I'm gonna
act like he remote.
I'm gonna use the potty here. I'm gonna use the bathroom here. I'm gonna eat here. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna sleep here until y'all separate. You know? Like you're gonna get a tent on the far end. You keep your tent on that side, and we go over here.
Wow.
I would have not. No, that was just that's too awkward. Because it'd be one thing he brought it up or whatever, you know what I mean? Which, God, you know what I mean? Which I don't see him going that far yet. I mean, I can see it coming out, but not just him like revealing it willingly. You know what I mean? It's going to come out a different way, I think. You know, but yeah, I just bro. I was like, dude. I was like,
I mean, it's been okay. Let's be honest. It's been 3 years. I think Terry may forgive and forget.
Nah, bro.
She may.
No.
She may. We don't know. We don't know. She might say, whatever you did when I was gone, I'm gonna forgive you for. She may say that. We don't know. We don't know.
Kim, this woman runs this relationship. Let's just, as we
She absolutely does. She absolutely does. Yeah.
She would have been like, Collins, let me smell your dick. It's been 3 years though. Let me smell your dick. Like I need to know. And I would be like, oh baby, see what happened was, you know who's gonna snitch on him? Presley. But I was like, waiting for the pot of grits to finish. I was like,
oh wow,
it ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. Xavier told Terry to stay home, and she left. Xavier has 3 to 5 times to really mess up before she can say shit. Like really, I'm serious. Like I'm like, girl, hush your mouth. But he's like, look here. I run this one, and it's like, you know what, baby, you right, but you're right, and you're right. Gabriella has blood on her shirt, so we need to reevaluate how you step to this woman. All right, like because she might be like, I'm a badass now.
So maybe we'll get like some Tyler Perry writing. They forget all about that Xavier and Gabriella slept together because it looked like he forgot because he just let his wife and her talk and walked away. Like I don't know what he was thinking. Like, did he forget about it?
He wasn't thinking. I don't think he was thinking. I don't think he was. I mean, everything that's going on, he's not thinking about that portion of it. He's just like, this is my therapist. And I was like, that you slept with, that you was banging in the clear shower. Like,
nah, bro. Gabby was not looking at it like it was just 3 years, okay?
Oh, no. She was giving him the eyes, but yeah, that was a little disrespectful.
I mean, he wasn't thinking. He was thinking enough to tell Presley like that's enough about making out with a new boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nah, he had a sense for that, but not the sense to be like, let me stay here with your 2 ladies. You know what I mean? Just what y'all talking about? The whole time, even if I got distracted and someone talking to me, I'll be turning my head, be like, huh? Are they both looking at me at the same time? Huh? Like, no, I'll be paranoid. Nah, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, my wife's face is looking angry. Oh shit. She told her. Oh shit. Like, you know, like no.
What you don't want is when Gabriella says something of a familiar nature about Xavier, like somewhere.
You see that birthmark that's on his back, like
don't be like he loves them cheesy fries. You know he loves cheesy fries. Yeah, we went out a couple of times. You did what? And I was like, she like one of them. I don't know. I think Gabriella. It was. I feel like I know Chris watched. Anybody else watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So I feel like she was Walter White after killing Gustavo when he was like, just because you killed Jesse James doesn't make you Jesse James. And I feel that's where she's at right now. She's like, I took down the beast, so that means I'm that level, but you didn't, and you're not. Because Jane is coming for her happy ass. Like so when I think she slowed down her breathing so she stopped bleeding or something. I don't know how that bullshit works, but we're gonna have a flashback and how Stacy taught her how to stop bleeding by just laying there and thinking happy thoughts. Get Jane to be in Scream 8 since she's still alive.
I gotta go.
I'm like, she needs she needs her own spinoff of just being like I need to see all the murder. Any final words before you go be a daddy?
Oh yeah, no, an all right season finale. Again, I think that's some BS about the whole thing with Dylan. Nikki said it best in the comment section. Dylan just happened to have the same name, same birthday, same age, a sister, ironically enough. But then that just also just happened to be a coincidence and not just happen to be no, that's BS. No, so I'm with you, Nikki. I'm reading the comment section. I'm with you, girl. I think that is some horseshit. That is that's they need to do better with this. So I'm still thinking that they're intending to possibly try to have him as an alternate whatever, you know what I mean? And the execution was just bad, you know what I mean? Because then why write all that? Why put all that in there? It's just a coincidence. That's just crazy talk, you know what I mean? I don't know. Last thing to say to season 3. I don't know what the hope for season 3. I love the fact that we saw more of the surface world, and now that we have another bunker, I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. So, and that's one of the reasons why, like, again, I have this background because I just because it's not a bad show by any means. It's a good show, strong acting. No joke, Sterling K. Brown. I mean, he needs all the awards. I think, you know what I mean, for this. But some of the bullshit y'all keep writing in this, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just stop, man. Just stop. Keep it simple, as y'all did season 1. Season 1 was simple, and simple as it could be. So but we'll see. I'm still on board for the final season. We'll see what the reception is, and maybe possibly, as they're writing this off right now off the rip, because they're already writing it last minute. Maybe they'll make some rewrites, hopefully. So but that's it, y'all. So let me tend my
why he just hit the button. I thought that shit was hilarious. Come on, let's see if I can fix this. Why are we all like the phone? Boop, and then we'll do boop, and then okay, there you go. I gotta move these things around. All right, so again, let's get to the comments on where I think we're ignoring you. Gabriella was a waste. I hope there's
She wasn't at the first season. I would say she was vital in the first season. I thought that was a good arc. You should have a therapist talk to these people, because what happened to them was traumatic. Like, I couldn't even imagine what your psyche would be going through what they went through. And I feel like they should have had a child psychiatrist also, because those children, imagine what they're thinking. Like, the world blew up basically. And what do? You know what I mean? So I think, but this second season, I don't, they kind of diminished her a lot, like, what was her real purpose in the second season, really?
Yeah. Well, and also the to your point, her bugging Sinatra's office meant nothing. It never, she never discovered the mic. She never got any really deep knowledge, except there's an Alex, and then she never even asked the logical question: how do you even know the name? Like, how, and then find the mic and dot. I thought that was gonna be like one of those cat and mouse things. And it's like, I gotta get her to Gabriella because she's snitching. She knows too much, right? Or she heard where it was. I'm getting on the train to go see Alex because and then she ends up there for some reason. Like, they could have did some of that. Like I said, to make her relevant to what the key story would have been about.
Right.
And none of that happened. Sinatra was relieved that Jane was unalived. She was afraid of her, but it was still stupid. I don't. Again, I think she knew how to control Jane. So and I wouldn't go that far. I would be interested to see if Jane would have saw her mother, Sinatra, like die, like preparing to die, and her arc is that she goes with her mom, like to be like, I'm not, because she's like, she was protective, right? Like, it would have been interesting if she would have been like, I'm here for you. Like, because like Hadley's gone for one, that daughter is gone, so maybe she's like, I got my 2 kids or something, and then they both go, because I don't see what Jane's doing next season. Like her trying to kill Gabriella is not a storyline. Like that's ridiculous. You know, like and she's gonna need medical attention for one. So where's she gonna get that from? And people not know that she just tried to kill somebody and killed 3 other people. Like it's just her running around in the dark trying to kill Gabriella, I guess. And then she's gonna say, where's Sinatra? Where's my mama? Oh, she killed herself in the bunker. What? Like, you know, maybe she drags her body out. Let's get real wild with it. Maybe she carries her out and she's like, she's still alive.
Okay, David.
I saved mama. I saved we don't know she's dead. We saw smoke. We saw her walk off into the distance. Didn't see a body.
I didn't think she died. I said that yesterday. I didn't think Jane died. I think there's something more.
I'm talking about Sinatra.
Oh, Sinatra. I think Sinatra did die. I think the fact that she saw her dead son and she's holding his hand is a sign that she's dead. Like I believe we'll see her in flashbacks. I don't have to believe that. But once you see your dead child and you're holding hands, hey, we're in heaven or wherever together. So
and but to your point, it's almost cheap to see her in flashbacks at this point. Like if for that kind of ending, like it was such a I don't want seeing her, it just would take me out of it. I would be like, we saw her walk off stage, exit stage left. Don't bring her back just to be some random ass voice in the past. Like I don't want to see her again. Like we need to move on. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't.
I mean, they may not bring her back, but I feel like there might be flashbacks, but they may not do it. I'm just
damn Tolkien does it. He does. I mean, This Is Us was almost at least 50% of that show was flashbacks, right?
Yeah,
back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So that's his style. I'm just saying for this kind, like that's such a traumatic and like poetic end for her. I think it'd be cheap, but I still want Hadley to know. Xavier needs to explain to Hadley and the dad that Samantha sacrificed herself for us, and she believes that for Dylan, like she believes that Dylan is alive. And I would love to hear that.
I have a bone with the husband though. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm married to you, what? Okay, he was like, Hadley, where's your mom? I don't know. You mean to tell me he's gonna keep on walking with the daughter? He should have said, Hadley, keep walking with the people, right? You'll be fine. I'm gonna go check and see where my wife is, your mother. He did none of that. He just stood there looking over the horizon, like, oh well, I guess Sinatra will be all right. What?
But the question is, why did he even exit anyway? So like, Hadley was stuck in the elevator, which he didn't know about.
Right.
Sinatra was in Denver. And so if there's an evacuation and you leaving without your daughter and your wife, like why was he even outside? You would have thought that he would be in the town running around, looking for his daughter, looking for his wife, calling her or something. I don't even know why he was outside in the first place. You know what I mean? Like
I didn't even think about that. He was outside. He was not looking for anybody. Nope. He was just walking with the crowd.
He was walking to safety. That's what he was doing.
Well, they want you to see the moment where he, like Sinatra, saw the sun, but he did try to go back. He was like, I need to go save my family, and then like one of Dylan's people shoved him into some kind of electric SUV and then like drove off. Right. So they want you to get the idea that he still was like, where is everybody? For the record, I mean, but they did show that part. But to your point, he should have been outside in the first place. Like if when the people came,
he should have been running around the town like everybody else was, looking for their people.
Like Terry and Xavier. Not everybody else was leaving. You know what I'm saying, but Terry and Xavier were running like. That's what I'm saying.
But they had their people though. You saw people, but they had people with them.
Yeah. Jane technically has no purpose now that Sinatra is gone. That is also true. I told my family, and if an apocalypse hits, we're gonna roll up, eat, and chill together until the end.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot.
Good idea.
Like Deep Impact, Deep Impact 2012, Day After Tomorrow. You always have that one family where it's like, we know Titanic, we know it's over, but at least we're going to do it together. They just give you at least one couple or family who does that, and kind of accepts their fate. My friend said she would do that. She said she would just, she said I curl up with my family and pray and see what happens. We got Jane may try to attach herself to Link. All right. I think in a twisted way, let's get real twisted. Gabriella.
Okay.
Gabrielle, she needs someone in charge, preferably a woman, apparently. So if she's like, you're the new queen, I'm here for you. Let bygones be bygones, and listen. And you're gonna need some muscle around here because somebody's gonna come for you. Because you got a whole board of people who ain't gonna be too thrilled about listening to you if necessary. So I think that would be a crazy story. That's the only way she would be relevant at this point. And if anything less than that would be silly to me. But I would be interested to see if how far has Gabriella turned that she's like, you're crazy, Sinatra. Wait till you're Sinatra. Wait till you're in the seat and see what you do. And she goes, I understand now. I understand what it means to be in power and to keep power. And it changes you. It changes you. And that would be an interesting storyline for her if they try to do that. Because and I think she was crying at that moment because I think she said go back to her episode. She said, I'm the architect of all this. Like I built this for everybody.
Well, she picked it. Are you talking about Sinatra or are you talking about Gabriella?
Like she said, she picked the people.
Well, she picked the people. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think she felt even more personally responsible to say it's over, right? Like I think she was like, like it failed, right? And I think that she felt that weight of like, now we got to move out.
Oh yeah.
Type of thing. So maybe that's why she was kind of like offish. Sinatra's husband ain't Xavier was the underlying message.
Exactly. Like Xavier, my black brother, he's about the family. He went and was like, I gotta find my kids, I gotta find my wife. He went miles and miles and miles to find his wife. Okay. The man didn't even know how to fly, and he got in a plane and flew to his wife. So that's what I was looking for in Sinatra's husband. Yeah. And no, he was like, nope, I'm just gonna walk out the building with the crowd. Maybe nobody will notice me. No. Where's your daughter, sir? Where's your wife?
Jane's gonna team up with Terry and put Gabriella's ass down.
Maybe.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey. Black mama. She got a new black mama, and it's Terry.
Oh no.
Dark skin. Nice hair. She like whatever you need. And she's like, you know what? I need that bitch going. And she's like, gotcha, mama. I'm Harry. I like, I don't worry about that. I was gonna do it anyway. But now I got a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, point me in the right direction. I'm like, oh shit. I felt like I do feel like Jane was so high level that only Xavier could take her out. Like that's the only thing I will accept. Is that they go hand to hand. But now she all messed up and stabbed and shit. But she was like her full strength. I would have been like, does Xavier even know that she killed Billy? Did we ever get that out?
No, not yet. No, they never said that yet. No. He doesn't have any clue. No.
Like, we need to get to this shit. We need to be like, you killed my boy. And then you almost killed Robinson. Let's talk. Let's get into Robinson. Because I was like, what are we doing right now? Like, you have not given us enough backstory that this woman's willing to die for this ungrateful shit. Like, I was like, this is what we doing? I was Mad. But then Jeremy was like, my new black mama. I can't let you die, black mama. He's like, I'm bringing everybody. Where's your real mama?
No. With that part, I thought that was the Cal in him. Cal would have went and got people to help Robinson, right? And that he would have. I mean, come on. And he knows how. Yeah, Jeremy. He's a teenager, right? Teenagers are assholes. We know that, right? And so yeah, he did treat her bad, and he did say some things. But remember, he is a teenager, and teenagers tend to be hurt by things that happen to their parents. They blame, everybody else but their parents when they split up. It's the world's problem. It's not, or someone, if the parents start seeing people, it's your fault that they're divorced, and it's not really their fault. It just happens, right? So I think that he did something that his father would be extremely proud of him for, which is say he saved Robinson. But I feel like that character really didn't get enough. enough dialogue, enough time on screen, enough to do. Like she was reduced to being, like I'm in jail and now I'm gonna help my lover's child. Like they reduced her to that. And I didn't like that. I felt like she could have been a little bit more powerful, you know.
Oh, okay. So, Ink, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I feel like they didn't have nothing to do for her this season, so they kind of like, oh, let her get framed for murder and then go to jail and then team up with her ex-lover's son or whatever and be like a pseudo stepmom for like 3 episodes to help him with his
Yeah.
escape plan. I think they kind of like wrote that in like almost last minute because they didn't know what to do with her. And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think they really knew what to do with Jeremy either. I mean, they really didn't have much for him this season besides that he was going to be a leader of, I guess, some type of revolution or whatever. I don't know what became of that, but like nothing, So they was like, well, let's combine them storylines together and that they're down there together and she can kind of help him escape. And then we're going to have this sacrificial moment where she sacrificed herself for him because she loved his dad, but then he's going to redeem himself by coming back and help save her. You know what I mean? And I think that's it. I mean, I'll probably obviously see Jeremy next season because he's dating Presley, but I feel like next season Robinson's not going to be there, right? I mean, well, what would she be able to do? What is she going to do next season? So I think they should have just kind of like killed the character off, in my opinion, because they really didn't have any much for her this season anyway.
All right, so let's get to the comments. Robin, aka Bug Eyes, was a waste this season. Jeremy could have carried Robinson himself. I considering the major characters that they were dealing with, I felt like actually she was actually quite useful because like she actually got Jeremy from point A to point B. Like she was actually very powerful. She beat up 2 grown ass men somehow. Now the fact that Jane took her out was ridiculous, and I still say that, and I'll continue to say that. But she beat up 2 grown men, fought her way through all this stuff. Like she was useful for the storyline. I do like the redemption arc of their story. And when she said, I loved your dad and I never told him, right? And we talked about that, yesterday, actually, that I think it came down to that guilt of how both of them treated Cal like 100% shit, like before he got killed, right? And I think and I thought it would have been nice if they both acknowledge, like we're both dealing with that guilt of like, I should have did better by my dad. I should have did better by Cal. And they were like using each other to kind of redeem that, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like that's what she was doing. Like she's like, I'm gonna be here for you because I wasn't there for Cal, and she showed that. And then I like my only problem is he has a real mama, and we already said this. Where's his real mama? Like this would be far more powerful if like she's the only woman in his life, and that kind of and next season she does take on that kind of parental role to an extent, you know what I'm saying? Like to the extent that he needs it, you know what I'm saying? But like she's his mentor, like the voice of reason when he's like he's gonna be the new leader or some shit of the serpent. Like I would like again, she doesn't have a clear path right now. I agree with that. And maybe she's Xavier's and Dylan's right hand as they fight their way to Alex. Because they can't just jump on the train and drive. That's too easy. So it's gonna be a whole bunch of like quests they're gonna be on. So she probably be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
You hope she's a part. I hope she's a part of that. I just feel like she should be a part of that. Like even to me, when they left her to be the babysitter, I was like, so now she's babysitting kids. Like this strong, powerful woman is babysitting. So that's what she did. She babysat Presley and James, and then they just moved her to Jeremy. Babysit Jeremy now. This woman is an FBI agent. Like she's been through some stuff to get to the level she's at, right? And then she was the leader of her crew, right? And you reduced her to a babysitter, basically. That's what I'm saying. They didn't know what to do with this woman's character, and they reduced her to what she became. And I'm disappointed, and I'm hoping that in next season they give her more to do and more power, based on where we saw her in season 1. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt I didn't like that. And yes, you did say it. I think the woman is a very beautiful lady, and coming from the Big Eye Club, I think her eyes are beautiful. So, we have a difference of opinion. So it's okay.
So is Alex the enemy? That is a good question because I don't understand how Dylan created it. And then now all of a sudden he's like, I gotta take it down. Like there's no explanation for he hasn't seen it in 9 years, right? So he doesn't know what it's like now. So why is he so afraid? If he was so afraid, he shouldn't have built it in the first damn place, or he should have just destroyed it.
Because he didn't think he would lose control of it. That's what Henry was saying. Like you build something, right? And you think that you're in control of it, and then it actually takes control of you. Like it's telling you, that's what Alex is doing. It's telling you. And that's what he was trying to say to Sinatra. It's telling me. I didn't even ask the question yet. That's exactly what he said. I didn't ask the question, and it told me what was going to happen. And that scared Henry. Henry was like, wait a minute. No, that's not how it's supposed to work. So that's what I think it was.
And I think too, Dylan wants to destroy it because, he like lost his mentor, his friend. Like, he was like, my mentor died over this and all of this. Like, I want to destroy this thing that I created so that nobody can have it and use it because somebody I cared about was killed over it, And he had he had a connection that she showed the connection that he had with the real Alex, his wife and everything like that too. So I think he feels like, this is his mission. He has to do this to right this wrong,
Thank you for that segue because 100% Kim. There you go.
Yeah.
I feel to this vendetta that happens in a lot of movies. I feel like they failed with that because he should have been looking for Billy. Billy's the one who killed Henry. And he has to assume that maybe he also killed Alex, the wife, right? And to your point, they went back and gave us this backstory and how he bonded with the wife and all this kind of stuff, right? But he's not. He never tells Sinatra, "You stole my technology. I created Alex," right? And then that would have put him in a whole different light. Like she would have been like, "Oh, my son." She would have been like, "You're our savior," because I'm trying to get Alex to do something, and maybe you are the one that can get us over the hump because I can't get to run the calculations. And where is that? Instead of asking about Cal, where's the guy that killed my mentor, my father figure? Where is that guy? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm shooting you and I'm shooting him, and I'm like, where is that dude? Like in fact, he should have been the one that killed Billy in season 1. We should have found Link in season 1. Okay, and that would have made sense because he got into the bunker, he figured it out because he knows too much about the bunker, which also irritated me.
Right.
He got into the bunker, he went in undercover, he found and killed Billy, right? And now he's like, I'm going for your boss, I'm going for Sinatra, right? And then he calls his crew to be like, we got to take this thing down because Alex is around here somewhere. Like now we're building to something and we see this character over time and we understand his motivations. But like Jane killing Billy was stupid. Like it didn't mean shit. And it don't even come back. Like it don't even come back for Xavier to be like, I'm seeking vengeance for my friend who was a killer. But I'm thinking like none of this comes back. So I would have been far better because I'm like, she doesn't even know who he is. Like she thinks Henry, and I felt like Henry kind of stole Alex himself because he was like, I'm the face of it. Don't, I got this. You don't.
Well, I think he did that because he was the people knew who he was, and nobody knew who Link was. Link was a student, and that's why he said, "Let me be the face of it." Also, too, when you're the face of something, if it goes sideways or it goes completely wrong, it's not gonna go on Link. It's gonna go on Henry. And I don't think that he did it like sticking his chest out. I think he did it as a safeguard for to Link. So that's the way I saw that scene. But I wish because he was just a professor, right? Like I mean he was probably it could have went both ways, and I'm saying, and then he only mentioned, he said when he met Sinatra, because I was wondering how they met, and he was like, we've been working on this. Well, who's we? That's 2 people at least, right? So I'm like, who? And he never mentioned the other we. So they only knew about Henry. And then Terry makes a good point. If Dylan is a partner,
he has to sign the paperwork too, right? And like it can't just be one partner of a business like giving away the whole darn thing. And the business is Dylan's project. I mean, he is the business, you know. And it's like so. But anyway, I'm just saying they should have brought that more to the front. We got Link and Xavier have to connect the dots about Billy working for Sinatra. That will lead Xavier to Jane killing Billy.
That makes sense.
All right. So then but again, how's that gonna work? So he's gonna Xavier magically is gonna have a picture of his best friend Billy, and then Dylan is gonna be like, "Hey man, welcome to your family. Thanks for take care of my daughter." Who's that? Oh, that's my boy, man. Oh yeah, Billy. Now we go, Billy. That's his name. He killed so. Oh, well, you know, he did that shit. That's where I met him. I don't know about that. Well, what happened to him? I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Like then you need Robinson. You need Robinson to say Jane did that shit. Oh, or Gabriella. You know, my therapist. He made it very quick. Therapist. This is my therapist, not my friend, because that can go a lot of different ways. They pretended Jane executed Billy for a wee. She's like, I was so disappointed that it's good. Henry did because it saved Dylan's life. So at the moment, he saved Dylan's life either way. Because he said, like, you can take me out, just let the boy go. You know what I'm saying? So that and that was a beautiful moment. We should have heard Henry give Dylan the nickname Link. That would have been something. When did Dylan decide that he was so in love with or so appreciative of Alex, the wife, that he said, let's name the project Alex? Like, it would have been nice to be like, how did we get to Alex? You know. And messaging, it just they missed the mark or not showing us the messaging part. Corey, she probably took it off Brooks when she hit him, and then apologized when they escaped. Corey. Oh, how did she get the gun? That's the question. How did Robinson get the gun that she used?
Oh, she probably took it from one of the people. Because didn't the guy who helped her out the bunker, didn't she punch him in the mouth?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm like, so. But that's what I'm saying. To her power, one, she knocked two grown men out, and then one of them was like, "I understood," and she's like, "Hey, I'm willing to help." You know, in the end, also that could show Jeremy's ability to kind of rally people, because again, Ink, as you reminded us, he was supposed to be the new leader. You know what I'm saying? Right. And like, what happened to his grassroots, political campaign?
Right.
Like he had nobody. It was just his stepmama, and the architect in the end.
He left everybody down there.
Right. He left his whole crew. And we're not gonna. We gotta let his daddy go. We gotta let his his grandfather Kane Robinson. Bradford. Henry named it Alex. When did he name it Alex? And I don't. He just said he just called it. I remember them naming it. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? When the two partners get together and be like, because last time I checked his mind, sir, we don't know Dylan's last name. I mean, some basic stuff. What is your last name? So we can understand that he's not Sinatra's kid. It's clear. Right. Like, where'd you grow up? Something.
But they're not going to give you all of that because they got a third season. So
they got a third season. They gotta stretch it out, right? They gotta.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like, this is also. Hadley and Presley, completely their fault and didn't accomplish shit, but put their parents in. Like, let's just get that out there. If they would have fucking listened and set your ass down, you would have been just fine. And in the same end, when it was all said and done, they accomplished nothing. Okay, but almost again getting themselves and their parents killed, just like your mama. Like. Listen, damn it. I told you to stay home, Terry. Listen. I told you to stay home, Presley. Listen. You don't listen. Be like James, who listens. Okay? Like, she's just like her mama, bro.
I felt bad for James. James was just wandering. He didn't even, there was nobody holding James' hand. He was just out there. I was like, oh, poor baby. Like, there's no guidance because his sister goes off and of course, she's not thinking, I'm not going back home within like 15, 20 minutes. Your little brother is like, the world is coming to an end. The place that you call your world is coming to an end, and your little brother doesn't even know what to do. He's just in the street. I was like, yeah.
What? I was
And
like,
Presley kissing her man in front of her parents. I would have snatched the braids. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm a grown woman and didn't kiss my husband in front of my dad. Like, what are we doing here? Like
deep
disrespectful.
I'm grown and I'm moving out type kissing. Like, you were maybe 16.
Yes.
We're probably 16 years old. Like, no.
Yeah.
And then after you almost got yourself and me killed, little girl, you just walk off what the no. You sitting right here and your mama's well, your mama don't listen either, but both of y'all are gonna sit here and think about what you did and what you need to be doing, because you know she's gonna be pregnant. Let's just get that out there.
Oh, please don't. No, I'm not going there.
Sylvie. She's Sylvie. That's right. She's absolutely Sylvie. Dan Fogelman is better than Tyler Perry. Damn it. It hurts me. It hurts me to say it. You're right. You 100% right. And Sylvie is going to be, and Presley is going to be pregnant. And when Xavier dies, and he will, he's going to go out like Sinatra. He's going to know he has a grandchild, though, and that's okay. Life continues. And I know we talked about this yesterday, and I think that was also the point that Sinatra needed to hear, that Dylan has a child.
Yeah.
Life continues, and I think that helped her be like, it's okay. Like, like he'll
go. Yeah.
And I feel like I helped her. I feel like it just helped her a little bit more to be like, I'm not coming back, and that's okay. And I don't know. It was.
But I thought that was sad because she didn't think about her daughter. She really, she's a boy, but she's a boy mom. Like you can tell the way that she's written, she's a boy mom. And like, I have 2 boys. I don't even know what it is to have a girl. But I know how my dad treated me and my 3 sisters. Like we're all girl dad. We're daddy's little girls, right?
Yeah.
So it was when she just kind of was like, it's all about Dylan. Like, and I understand it was her grief. I get that, but at some point you should never make your girl feel like she's not as important as your boy. And that's what I feel like. Dylan, when he passed, it was like her entire world shattered, and she forgot you still have Hadley. Like, take care of her, be there for her. She's grieving too, and I think, and then she also did that with her husband. She didn't even give her husband. I mean, you're not sleeping with the man. You're not giving him none. You're not. There's no real love. You're kind of like roommates at this point. So Sinatra, and she overcame a lot of things, but I still feel like it wasn't fair to her daughter for her to just make a decision like, I'm out. Dylan, I saw Dylan. My life is over now. No.
Well,
no.
So to the point of grief, and it's not, I don't think it's a gender issue. I think it's like one child dies and you forget about the survivor, right? Like you still have a child, and so like I think even gender being out, that's still that issue. And the fact that Hadley said, having a dead brother, I know all the passwords, and she's like, it's still here. Like 10 years later, it's still here. It's all about, it's all about Dylan, right?
Yeah.
And if that would have worked through their relationship through the season, right? This Dylan that pops up, and again, if she's in the back seat, right? If she can see that her mother is looking at this grown man like, this is my Dylan, right? This gets the wheels turning, right? To be like, what the, like, huh? And like, it'd be interesting to see how she deals with that. Like, how does Hadley interact with Dylan? Does Dylan accept that at some level his enemy, Darth Vader, is his parent, or at least believes so, right? And because it looked like it changed him. He really was like it looked like he looked at her differently when she was like, bye, babe, I'll see you again.
Yeah, he did.
It and I'm like, so you don't know his parents' backstory, right? Like, I mean, for some reason, like, what, did he grow up with his parents? Did they die? Was he always looking for a mama too? And maybe they still become some kind of family. I thought, wait. So I didn't skip you, David. I really think that Jane is baby Anne. Annie. I don't think that's what they're doing. I think I hear you, but I don't think that's what they're doing. But and then Jane is still alive. She gonna make it. So that's the other question. Has Jane fulfilled her prophecy? Gabriella stopped her from killing her, right? So she can be stopped when it matters. And maybe Gabriella, I thought it was Sinatra, right? So if now that Jane is still alive, has she fulfilled her destiny? Or is there another death that she has to consciously not do for whatever reason? Kim.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Okay.
I do not know.
Ink. Thoughts?
I mean, I think as long as Jane's still alive, she's gonna be out there trying to kill somebody. I think she just a killing machine. She doesn't know any other way, you know. So I don't think it's never gonna end. She's gonna go after somebody for some reason, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be, again, someone has to point her in the right direction, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So who's gonna be her new handler? I'd be interested to see. And then that might give us a, like, is there some kind of other person we don't know on the council that's gonna be like, hey, again, I need you to work for me?
It might be on Gabrielle, like I said, like maybe she'd be like, wow, you're the first person who ever got to jump on me, and now she's gonna like kind of worship Gabrielle and like, hey, I'll do whatever you say, I'll work under you. You need somebody, God, just point to them, tell them they need a tic tac, the breath mint or something like that. I got you, you know. Maybe that's how she's gonna be, because she's gonna be like, wow, you're the only person that got me like that, you know. So
yeah, so I mean, it would be Link will describe the guy who offed Henry. Henry named it Alex. Hey, yeah, I'm here feeding the baby, so I'm just chilling in the chat while he drinks his milk. But what y'all think of Dylan naming the baby Annie? Kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, it was. I'm not sure the point of that. Like, and whoa, where's the note? Where's the note? Like, she wrote a letter to her future child. Hand it to the daddy and be like, these are the final words of your baby mama. Like, and so she can read, so he can read it to her when she grows up or something. But yeah, what do you think the names? I thought the name was gonna mean something, and then not.
Yeah, no, it was funny. My wife predicted it. She was like, they're gonna name the baby Annie, and I was like, okay. I was thinking that the baby going to be named Alex or Jane, you know. But yeah, I mean, I guess that was just it, you know. It would name. He kept calling it Annie's baby anyway, so they just named the baby Annie, and I think that was it. I don't think there's no hidden meaning behind it or nothing. Just it's Annie's baby, so the baby name's Annie. You know,
he wants to remember her. He wants to remember her. How about once he destroys Alex, he makes a new machine and calls it Annie? Let's take it to the next level. When he wrote, "I will be back. I will come back for you." I think he said something to that effect. I think I will come back for you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He travels back. Time travel is now a thing, and he goes back and gets her. And maybe that comes back around.
I feel like season 3 gonna be a whole different theme anyway, because I mean, season 2 was completely different from what season 1 was. So who knows what season 3 can be? I guess it's just up in the air at this point, because it was completely different from season 1. You know. And I mean, I thought season 2 started off really strong. I was like, man, this is great. I was kind of like what Chris said. Like, I was more involved in like the surface world more so than what was happening at the bunker underground. Like, I didn't even care. I was like, I thought we were gonna get more of like the surface dwellers and what's happening up there and things like that. Yeah, I thought they were gonna, you know, move more on that, but not really, you know. So I was very interested in that. But maybe season 3 we'll see that, right? You know, because we don't know where they're going. You know, I mean, they could be traveling to Denver, but like all those people that was living down there, I forget how many people they say was in that in the mountain.
25,000. 25.
Yeah, so that's a lot of people that's on the surface now that just living on the streets. So
no, 2,600. That's 20. I think it's 2,600. It's 2,600. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
she gave a specific number when she in her episode. Gabriella explained. So I think yeah, it's like 2,600 people. So Jane gonna play Nintendo Wii with Bean. I did. So rewatching the episode again, for some reason we get no dialogue whatsoever, but James just happy-go-lucky with his new brother was awesome. But I'm like, can we get some type of hey kids I haven't seen in 3 years? Got a new one. What? Yeah, I found them. Raised them
Where
up.
were they gonna fit that in? Please tell me.
You know what? How about we don't go through some
How-
silly shit? Like how
How
about
about
we
it'll
don't?
be season 3? How about they might fit it in season 3?
It's not. There's gonna be a happy-go-lucky family, and it's fine because, like, I mean, they were sitting around the campfire. Like, Bean was just there, happy with his new brother and sister. This is
Yeah.
us, like, already. Like, they're not gonna go back. But I'm like, there's things that we didn't need that we could have got that. Like, Bean has been there, you know, from the long haul, so it just would have. Gabriella, how about this? Instead of Gabriella meeting Terry, which don't mean shit. Like, how about we do the kids? Like, let's do. He's staying. Like, this is your new brother, and you know, and that would have been awesome. Anyway, because I would love to see how that reaction. And Presley's gonna be like, I gotta take care of this one. I got my own white boy. I gotta go be with this. But
where Bean and Jeremy might bond because they both don't know where their mama is.
Hey, you know, it's like when you ain't got your mama. Like, I don't even know where my mom is. I don't know. Like, my mom's alive. She's over there. I don't do, like. It kills me. You will never see Grandpa again. Mama and Grandpa will never be seen again. I'm like, just say that they got killed when the ceiling was collapsed. Give me something kind of closure to these two characters. Like, fuck you. They're just gonna be like, I'm like, what happened? Anyway, I'm sorry. But if this was Jane is alive, yes, thank you for yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hold on. She said yeah to something said. That's what I was telling them. Nikki, Jane is baby Annie, laughing out loud. Y'all just want meaning out of no meaning. Sometimes you gotta let some stuff slide because Dan will just do stuff and just be like, okay, we're moving on. Like, I wanted Gail to matter, but she didn't. In the big scheme of things, she didn't. We'll never see Gary again. That's what I wanted. I wanted Gary to just walk off the train. I want to see a big old fat guy with a head. You don't have to turn around, just see a silhouette, and he just walking off the train, and someone's looking at Terry like all kind of menacing. I'm like, he ain't done. He ain't done. I was like, I told you, bitch. I told you ain't leaving me. I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be Gary and Jane teaming up.
Yep.
And being like, we're taking over all of this. You know what I'm saying? Also, if this was a real post-apocalyptic show, they would spend all next season trying to reestablish civilization on the ground.
Yeah.
Because again, they were told Earth is gone. You will never see the surface again. All you have is paradise. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, look, the sun. Oh, okay. Where's Calvin? Where's Calvin? Who she's promised that's little baby, you will see the sun. You will see the stars. I promise you, I got a plan. Where is Calvin? Like, that's what we need to be getting into. So, and be like, Sinatra did it. Sinatra gave this little boy the earth again. And then she took him off of the team. Anyway, I wanted Gail to, hey, thank you. I wanted Gail to matter. You don't give a fuck about that girl. I was mad. Damn it.
Well, she does have a video called what is it called? One Margarita or Two Margaritas. She's a comedian. I love her song. Yeah. So you can still see her.
Yeah, I thought she was Grieger's death. It also felt like a Spock moment, but he didn't know he was gonna die. But like him trying to turn the pipe and then dying. And
yeah.
Dylan's just breakdown, right? Like acting. When acting gives you all this backstory that you never got of like, we've been there for like you. This been your guy, right? Like it's been you and him for a long haul. He's the one that knew about Alex. I don't know if everybody else knew about Alex, but he knew about Alex, and it was like, I can't lose. It's like he lost Henry. He lost Geiger, and he's like, what, like how much more? Like it's like how much more can this man take that he just keeps on losing, right? Yeah. He lost his baby mama. Didn't even know that. He's like, she dead, right? But now he has Annie, the baby, and he's like, I'm like, is this it? Like, how much? Where's his sister? Where's his parents? Like, back it up. Like, where's
who? Wait, Link?
Dylan.
Why are you people didn't get all of this. They only
No,
have like 45 minutes.
No, I'm saying, I mean, the big scheme of thing, he said, my sister, right? So I'm like, if you know the world's ending and you got 10,000 people, it was maybe 100. It was maybe 100. You got 10,000 people strong.
Right.
Like, what happened? Anyway, also everybody, no one thought about their extended family. Is what I'm saying. None of them, right? Like,
In that moment, I want to know how many extended people you're gonna be thinking about. The only people I'm gonna be thinking about is my grandboys, my grandbabies, and my sons and their wives. No, I'm sorry, my sisters and their husbands. Other than that,
that's
oh well.
Well, again, that's more family than these people. So you're still going far. Like, it's right? None of them have like sister, brother, auntie, nothing. It's Xavier, his wife, and his 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? Period. And then I'm like, what? You got neither, and for some reason, Terry has no family. That's how Xavier was able to wear her down, because it was just him. Stockholm syndrome. I say again. You know what I'm saying? But she fell in love with them. I appreciate the Spock references. Yeah, it was clear. It was, and I was like, I did. They all gonna be walking around sunburned after not seeing the sun for 3
No, they're not sunburned, but they might. Their skin. That skin. It might start back, because actually, I would say in like 2022, the sun did change. Maybe it was just me, but other people noticed it too, where the sun was a little bit hotter, right, than it was the previous year. And actually, the sun has been getting hotter every year. Okay,
Yeah.
that's actually happening. So imagine when it's about to happen, where remember the scientist said it's going to be wonderful for a couple of years, and then it's going to turn into literally hell. Like, how are they going to handle this?
Well, again, that's what I'm saying. Apparently, only Sinatra knows any of this, which doesn't make.
But wasn't the guy on TV saying these things?
Kim, that's what I'm like. The writers forgot what they wrote, because if you remember when it was first briefed, the black 4-star general, I'm assuming he's Joint Chiefs of Staff, like pulled out the laptop. Just the earth-ending events, and like only super clear people knew about this. The man is on social media, like he's on TV telling everybody this shit. And you mean to tell me he only stopped at phase 1? Like, he didn't tell everybody, yo, that's just act 1. Act 2 is even worse, and none of y'all gonna make it. But everybody's acting like only a few people know about act 1, and that's crazy. That's crazy. Like,
so so do you think that Alex maybe has the power, and I believe that is what Sinatra is hoping for, to change the directory of what's going to happen. Like, she doesn't want the whole sun to like burn people, and I think that's what her idea is. Like, please, like, I want Alex to be able to fix this before it happens. So do we? And then she also said it's already happened. She said that to Xavier, like, you've already changed the world. And I'm like, how do you know that he already did it? Like, what do we?
She's like Henry. She's having faith in Alex's future prediction capability. Like, if Alex is given her like the blueprint, and only Xavier can execute that blueprint, she's having faith that she's figured out the process of stopping all of it, like all of it. So she doesn't acknowledge, none of them acknowledge that Alex supposedly has the ability to send messages in the past, right? Like, once she figures it out, like, she can send messages back to themselves, and they can stop the climate change, because they're saying is that it's all man-made. So I think that's the ultimate goal. Like, Xavier will be able to send some kind of message back that's going to stop all this from happening. And then, because right now, to your point, the only thing they can do is stop second phase, but you can't stop it because it's already happened. Like, the cooling is going to cause the heat, right? So you got to stop all of it. So I think somehow Alex is going to send, but again, no one has acknowledged that it can or has even begun to send messages in the past, and that the messages have worked or got to somebody. And I'm like, that's kind of the point of Alex, right? So I'm like, what? But yeah, she thinks all of it's going to be stopped. Somehow I don't get that. Let's see. They're dead. The bunker. We don't know where the hell Carmen's at. They're gonna be walking the earth, I guess, because 100 miles is a long way to go. But they went across 3-4 states in the episode, so it shouldn't get that hard to get to the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in train distance. So I how do you think? Okay, so how much Kim?
Yes.
Season 3.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what season 3 is going to shape up to be?
Well, what I'm hoping is that I'm hoping that it's going to be Link and Xavier going to find Alex and trying to figure it out, and then they actually do it, and then we see what the result is. And the result, I don't think, is going to be what people thought it was. I think it's going to be, it might be where it gets even worse. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's a really an apocalypse. Like it just, do you know what I'm saying? Like
Well, okay.
Sinatra thinks, oh, we can make it all hunky dory again.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is once Xavier does what he does, instead of it working the way they want it to work, it's going to do the opposite.
Okay. So they were going to fix it, or is it going to end on a bad note? That's what I'm asking.
Yes. Right. That I think it's going to be bad.
So it's going to end on a bad note. They just never. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be a cautionary tale of Alex was the problem.
Yeah, like you're not God. You can't mess with destiny.
Okay.
We're gonna, and I think that's their punishment. It's like you shouldn't have done this. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. All right. So is there any major character or thing you want to see from, like, Jane or Gabriella or Terry?
I still want to see Jane. I still want to see Gabriella. I still want to see Xavier. But I do think that he's the hero and he's gonna die at the end. He's gonna sacrifice himself.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to see Link too. I want Link to be there for Annie, and see how that goes. I want to see a conversation between him and Xavier about Annie, the real Annie, and how he was able to get his child from Annie and actually help her give birth, to his child. So I would love to see all those things. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love to see those things.
Okay.
And then see how Terry is with the kids, right? Because she's been gone 3 years. Kids are now teenagers almost, right? So they're going to be a little funny. And now she has Bean, who has to integrate into the family, So we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ink. Any your thoughts on season 3?
Yeah, I think I would like to see, finally. I mean, of course, they'll probably have to answer why Xavier and Link, Dylan, whatever, has some kind of bond or connection, something that's linking them together. And what causing the nosebleed. I think they'll get to Denver. It probably won't be like the very first episode. It might be like taking the whole season for whatever reason to go 100 miles to get there to see Alex and to destroy it, I guess. And I guess, I think maybe, I was thinking about this, what if the whole meltdown stuff was caused by Alex? What if Alex was like, I need more power, and this other bunker is like taking too much power, and I want the extra power for myself to continue to go on or something like that, so it can continue to predict the future or whatever case may be. Because, like, to your point, like, it can send messages in the past, but nobody knows that, right? Like, nobody knows that.
It's not been acknowledged for some
reason.
Yeah,
right. So also, like, why did it send a message in the past to have Jane killed or something like that? Like, we need to figure that part out. But I think maybe like Alex is now even super smarter than what it was, and like it's like I need to live and control the world, and this bunker is taking up too much power, so I'm putting all these things into cause and effects. Like the whole season was like somehow plot for Alex, control all of it or something, you know what I mean, behind the scenes or whatever. And then that's what they're gonna figure out, that like, hey, this whole time, like, all this happened because Alex made it happen, because it wants to survive on its own and have all the reactors to give it more power, So maybe that's where season 3 is going to go. But I like to see how Bean interact with the family, how he becomes part of the family. Well, I hope they really address that. Gabriella, I mean, it'd be nice to see her come back. Again, not sure what role she's gonna play. I'm assuming she's gonna be the new Sinatra or new president because they don't have a leader. So I guess it's going to be Gabriella. I doubt they ever address the whole Gabriella and Xavier thing with Terry. I'm sure they probably just gonna skip right over that, like that never even happened. But and it's interesting to see what they're gonna do with Jane. Like is Jane gonna like try to get revenge and go back after Gabriella, or is she gonna become obsessed with her? Because clearly she's still alive. And again, I don't know how she made out of that shower after bleeding, and like I don't know, she should have bled out, but it didn't make any sense. But apparently she's good at that. Like she can just sit there and hold her breath and make it seem like she's dead, and the blood just whatever. She patched herself up. I don't know. She got some glue gun or whatever something. But she got out of that shower, and she's probably walking that long 100 miles with the rest of them, and nobody sees somebody limping with blood coming off their side apparently. But yeah, I think season 3 gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna take a different direction like season 2 did, and like just blow us all out of our minds and be like, where is this going? So
I need more Xavier running for no damn reason.
yeah.
In the Xavier Dylan vision, it looked like Dylan is telling, he said he does hurry up or we got to move quick. If you see his mouth, those are definitely words you see his mouth saying. And X looks like he had another plan. X wants to put in the code in while Dylan just wants to destroy the machine. So they could have alternate purposes. I can give you that. But they are going to work together. I think once they figure out that they both are going for Alex, but what does Alex mean to either one of them? And I think Xavier's going to have Alex explain to him. But Dylan only knows Alex from 9 years ago, from his original concept of it, right? What has Alex become? And to your point, maybe it became self-aware, and we're going to go Terminator style, where it decides that people are the problem. Like you destroyed the Earth, so I have to get rid of you. And this whole, like you said, this whole time she's been manipulating the situation to get what she needed to survive. And that would be awesome. And then father has to put down his creation, right? And it could be a Frankenstein situation. It could be like, he has to fall with his monster, right? So it's like this is my fault. I created it. But Xavier, again, the fact that X is the user, I'm like, it's just, and then Sinatra saying maybe Xavier, you're maybe the best person, the best person down here. I'm like, you're doing too much, Dan Fogelman. I know you love Sterling K. Brown, but he ain't Jesus. Like you're doing a bit too much with that. X becomes Doctor Who and Jane becomes Dalek. Did I say that right? I didn't watch Doctor Who, but I guess he's gonna start time traveling. A glue gun. You know what? That is a go-to thing now. Like using the face to open the cell phone, standard now. People using super glue to seal up wounds is like a thing now. Like every TV show, movie does that silly shit. I think the coordinates are going to be different locations that they have to go to pick up certain things. Like it's gonna be like Link, like a video game. It's gonna be like a fetch quest. Like you need this and you need that before you get to me, right? Like there's things you have, right? And that kind of makes the episodes go, right? And then we're gonna get a backstory of how Jane survived. It has to be because it don't make any sense, So before she pops up like Michael Myers, we got to know how she cleaned that shit up.
Right.
I want to see Gabriella's response when she comes home and finds Jane not dead. Because that's gonna be a oh shit. Like because you're talking big talk a couple hours ago. Now you're gonna be like, what word? I was just kidding. Yeah. And establishing life after paradise, right? Like you said, realistically, we can't just be sleeping on the ground for the foreseeable future, and you don't have the resources anymore to feed all of us with our cheese fries. So what's the plan? Like, how do you put shelter, food, clothe these people? And that creates its own power struggles. Like there's going to be somebody fighting to be in charge, and that could be a series, just a season, just by itself. How do we keep paradise together? Do people travel? What happened to Chris's point? What happened to Russia and China trying to take resources to reestablish themselves. And what happened to that?
I don't know. That
Like,
forgotten about.
Like that would be awesome. Like that, you know what? I felt like the ending should have been China has their own Alex and Russia has their own. Like, and it's like, oh crap! Like we got to get the Alex before they do, type of thing. Like that would
maybe that's what the
would have been a bigger budget.
Alex's.
So, Ken, what you say?
I said that would have been a bigger budget, sir. Like way bigger. So he got to keep it in his own little United States, right? I understand that it was said, but is he really gonna go ahead and push that key? No. It was just said.
Well, okay. Ink, you were saying.
Oh, I was saying, well, maybe that's what the coordinates are for, like when multiple Alexes are around the world or something like that, and they got to get them all or something. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. There's satellites. There's pieces of Alex.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant like, again, you know, you just have the actors with the funny accents, and it's like the Chinese are coming over the border, and they're all. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years, so they could have got to America and been like, we know that you got something, America, and we want it. And that sort of thing, and then just to kind of mix it up a little bit, I would submit. But anyway, we will be here for season 3 either way. It will start on time next year. They're already working in the writers' room, so Dan and Sterling said, "Don't worry about it. They won't, wait years for the next season. They want things to start on time." What are your theories? What do you want to see for the next season? Let us know. It will be the end. Who do you think are going to make it out? Who's not going to make it out? Please let us know. Thanks for being part of the journey. We will be off for the rest of the week, and we will come back the next week. And we'll do some Netflix stuff and some Tubi stuff and just some stuff. So give us about 2 weeks, and we will be doing that. If anyone else wants to join the crew, please send me an email and we can talk about it. Again, I'm looking for somebody to help me out with the Tyler Perry stuff. So if that's something that you are interested in, please send me an email. We can talk about that. But have a great week. Again, leave all the theories and we will discuss them in the chats. Until next time. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoy the view. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this. Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You'll be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go there?
Oh shit.
Stacey, do your thing. Fuck that shit.
Anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just going to end this broadcast and say bye.